So in this video I'm going to make a daisy. So I made this one before, and after I folded it I just colored the center in with gold actually. So, but before you start folding you can color in the center, that's fine. So you have that one like that, or you can make like a Gerber daisy. So I don't know if you can see it because it's really bright out today, but I colored it in like pinkish red, and then I just put some spots in the center there. The way I colored it is I just colored it in orange, and then I put the spots in the center. Then you have to do the corners orange too on the back side. But if you're doing just a white flower, a white regular daisy, then just keep it white and just color the center in yellow. Start with the square base. Make sure that the center of the flower is on the outside, so the yellow part is on the outside. And then you make your square base. You take the closed point and point it down, open points up, and then you fold the side into the center like this. So the daisy that we make is going to have 8 sides, and it's folded from an octagon. So it's really easy to make an octagon out of a square. And this is how you do it. You just fold the sides in like this. Unfold all those side folds that you made. Open it up into a squash fold. Remember on the back side I colored in some of the corner. So as you can see, that's coming up here. And last one. Fold it like this. This is like literally days later, but my computer cut out when I was doing the daisy tutorial, and I missed a very important step in the recording. So you're at this point, you just folded all the squash folds like that, or you folded those squash folds down. So now all you have to do is, you see these top parts, like in the video, this is the back side of the paper that's painted orange. So you take those top parts and you fold it down along this edge, but you want to fold it down this way. So like you see, this is the part where they're split open, and then on this, if you flip it over, it's a continuous sheet. You want to fold down the continuous side and fold it all the way down to that line, so that this lines up perfectly. If you do that on all 4 corners, you'll get something that looks like this, and you can move on to the next step. Alright, now you have a triangle like this, like that, and then on the point is the center, is going to be the center of the daisy, and then the sides, of course, are going to be the petals. So now you want to fold this in half, but actually not in half, you want to fold it closer to where this petal is, or where this little fold is. You want this part to go above halfway. So about like that. Just make sure it's peeking out up there. Then when you open up the model, all the way, and keep these parts in, you'll see you'll have a perfect octagon, all sides equal. And then you have an inner octagon from the fold that you made. So on the inner octagon, you want, from the front, you want them all to be valley folds. So you just want to fold along the crease that you made and make sure that it's a valley fold. So now you want to fold it so that this point is pointing up, and you kind of have a sailboat shape. Now this is probably the hardest part. Well, this is definitely the hardest part. So what you want to do is you fold one side in like we've been doing. And if you take it slow, it'll eventually get there. And then if you fold it all the way in, then these 2 folds in the center should line up like that. And then you want to pinch it together. And then you move on to the next valley fold that you made, push it into the center, and then pinch it. you keep doing that and pinching, eventually you're going to get to something that looks kind of like a sailboat or like a hat. So just be really careful to make sure you get the side all the way into the center every time. And then when you get to the last one, just pinch it and make sure that there's 4 on each side. You take this bottom, like this half of the bottom, and fold it to the center like this. And you want this to be a pretty strong crease. Then you kind of want to make 2 valley folds, making a V like this. The best way to make those 2 valley folds, you don't want the folds to go all the way to the corner. And you don't want them to be so skinny that it crowds the middle part, so you kind of want to aim for just in between. And the best way to do that is just to pull the top down, the top corner down, like this side and this side. Pinch them together, and then close it together, and then push it together. Then you'll get the folds like that. It'll only be folded when the model is put all the way together, put in together. So then you fold this up again, crease, and now see on this, every other one is going to be double layered, and then every other one's going to just be a single layer. So you just keep doing that. So since there's 8 petals, you're going to be doing this 8 times. This is the last one. And as you can see, when you get to the end, you're not going to be able to open it up like you used to. So you just kind of let it hang out there, that side up. Now you can see that all the sides are folded up. Then fold that down and squish it down. So as you can see, you can't fold it down flat. So now you take opposite sides and just pull it gently, very gently, so it won't rip. And then switch to the next 2, pull it, next 2, pull it out, next 2, pull it out. And then just keep going around until you have a nice full center. All you have left to do is to form the petals. See those folds that you just made? That was it. Those difficult folds that you had to make. Just kind of keep those together, and then put your fingers in there, and you just kind of mold it like it's clay, because paper is not just straight up and down, as you can see. So you just kind of open it up like that, and you fold the petals. So I want to show you one more thing. So every petal is going to be half double-sided and half single-sided. And what I mean by that, remember in the very beginning I showed you the back side of the paper had the corners colored. So here you'll see that this side is the side that I colored on the back side, and this side is from the front side. So I like how they're slightly different colored. I did that on purpose, but if you want them to look exactly the same, just color using the same color. But every single petal is going to be half and half. There's the daisy. I really like this model. It's fun, it's interesting, it has new steps, origami steps that you don't see every day, like puffing this part out, and it's actually kind of impressive. Alright, see you next time.